Hi everyone, my name is Erica. My partner's name is Emily. Today we will be discussing a criminal who no one expected, a doctor by day, who led a secret life moonlighting as a cyber criminal on the dark web.
Moises Luis Zagala Gonzalez worked in Venezuela as a doctor, but he had a darker side which recently made headlines. He developed a ransomware application called Thanos that he sold on the dark web in order to help other people complete cyber crimes.
This software first came onto the web in February 2020, and was sold on dark web forums under the name Jigsaw. This package continued to be worked on by Moses and eventually became Thanos, which made headlines. Ransomware is malicious software that cybercriminals use to extort money from companies, nonprofits, and other institutions. Gonzalez's ransomware was used to infiltrate the systems of targets, and once inside, the software would steal and encrypt information, leave behind a ransom note. The ransomware worked as a builder, so multiple settings could be tweaked within the code for slightly different functionalities.
Thanos is well known for its attacks in the Middle East and North Africa. These attacks targeted government systems, infiltrating these systems and locking them up. The malware then displayed a ransom message that demanded $20,000 worth of Bitcoin within 48 hours. It is suspected that the same actor is behind both of these attacks due to the same address being on both Bitcoin wallets. One particularly unusual component of this ransomware was its ability to overwrite the master boot record with its ransom message. On a computer system, the master boot record, or MBR, is required for the operating system of the computer to be loaded, and so when overwriting this record, the criminal causes potential long-term effects to the victim systems. Thankfully, within the Thanos ransomware, there was invalid characters within the code. This included functionality, if set up correctly, is very troubling, as it could be extremely destructive and would require victims to exert much more effort in order to recover their files, even after paying the requested ransom. Great damages could have been done to the targeted government agencies if it had worked correctly. Moises was able to be located and identified because of his online presence. After his workday as a cardiologist working to save lives, he would log onto the dark web where he sold his ransomware packages, each curiously named after figures representing death, such as Nebuchadnezzar. He would boast about his attacks online and thus amassed a following and a presence in the dark web space. He claimed that the packages he sold would wipe themselves from the victim's systems after completion of their tasks, making identification and tracking of the attack near impossible. He also coached multiple people online in terms of how to use his ransomware and how to extort victims for maximum financial gain. Messages recovered between Gonzalez and other accounts showed him asking users for positive reviews on his products. Moises would either sell these packages outright or license them to other cybercriminals, gleaning a percentage of the profits gained through their attacks.
Gonzalez was eventually caught when an FBI agent posed as a Thanos customer in 2020. This FBI involvement allowed the U.S. to proceed forward with and develop a case against Gonzalez. A relative of his was located in Florida and interrogated by the FBI, as his PayPal account was utilized by Gonzalez in order to receive funds from his illegal activities. The Gmail account attached to the PayPal also referenced some of the illegal services that he provided on the dark web. His cryptocurrency exchanges also included his full name as well as driver's license information, so through multiple channels, the FBI was able to confirm that Gonzalez stood behind the Thanos ransomware package. Thank you all for listening to our presentation on Thanos ransomware. We found this case extremely interesting due to the fact that the criminal behind the attacks was someone you would never guess. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.